This is an example of a cocaine sale, MC business, solo, and we're selling from the lockup in the city. I'm doing this solo, so hopefully I don't get post office trucks. If I do, I'm just going to quit. Nope, it's boats. Nice and easy. So, pull in the oppressor.
We on? Okay. It's a boat drop. Products loaded and waiting. They'll pay more for it if you get it to them quick, so get on over to the dock.
With boat sales, once you get to the boats, it's really very straightforward. You drop to 5 locations from each boat, and you can usually use the boat to get back to the next boat. There are 1 or 2 locations where that isn't possible, and then you would call in the oppressor to fly back to the next boat. And we're going to see if this is one of those. There's one which is the worst one for me. This doesn't look like it's the one where you have to go down the river. This isn't the one, so this isn't so bad. When you have to go down the river, it is actually possible to get a boat stuck, and that's one of the few times where I'll actually fail on a mission delivery. If the boat gets stuck on the bank, you've got about a minute to get it shifted, or it's going to blow up with any supplies left on it lost. This one isn't so bad, it's going to be up on the coast. And you'll see they're marking there, if I were driving, that's the route I'd be trying to take, theoretically, as the shortest route. But flying, much easier. If I were doing this with friends, we could all be doing it on oppressors, or one of us could call in a buzzard if they were the MC road captain. The president has to appoint people to those positions, but then we can all just relax and fly while one person flies us to the location. And if you were doing with this a team of 4, the president would go ready to get to his next sail, while the 3 who were not the president would deliver the boats. As soon as they've delivered and that mission finishes, he can be in for the next sail, invite the business and get on with the next one. Saves a lot of time, also saves the possibility of a business attack. And if he's done his last sail, if this is his last sail, then he would let the next person who's up to be president go to their business. So if you work as a team, you can clear these things off very quickly. Even when I'm not part of a team, it really isn't that hard to do boats within half an hour. It should take about 20-25 minutes. Sea's a bit rough today. That all adds to the fun. Bit of a storm going on at the moment. That got delivered. The main thing with these big waves is every time you're not in the water, you're not pushing forwards as fast, so you kind of want to be in the water. Also, it can bounce you off the line you're following. So it does make it a little bit trickier. And on the drops here, they'll always show the bigger of the yellow circles is the one you're going for, and then the next one is marked so you can get lined up in the right direction for the next one. Ideally, you'd get the full delivery bonus. It looks like I already managed to miss on that first one probably, where the sea was very rough. It's a little bonus. You don't get it on any other missions, so that's a particular reason to like the boat drops. as opposed to some of the other drops. I think of the ones I have to do, or I do by myself, the trash trucks is the one I least like. Of course, post office vans are simply impossible solo, so I don't even try. If you're doing it with a team of 3, we do it anyway, it's not so bad. You'll get it done in about 15 or 20 minutes. Watching here, don't get caught on the seashore. Got that delivery done. You might have seen the animation where my character just flips their hand to throw a package out to the boat waiting. And on to the 5th drop. So if you complete this in the delivery time, you get a bonus $9,000 up to $9,000, really for doing nothing. Which isn't a lot, but it's nice to have something extra. And if they're doing a double money week on MT businesses, and I suspect we're going to have one in the next couple of weeks, then it's $18,000. It doubles the money for the delivery bonus, which is nice. The 5th one, and I'm just going to take the boat back to the next boat. It's really not worth my going back to shore in this mission, then calling in the presser, flying to the boat, and then having to switch to a different boat. I can just jump out of this boat, more or less into the next boat. See, they're just the other side of that spur of land. It's a bit too wide on this mission, I think. Well, wind could be okay. Okay, let's just do it this way. So we head up on the beach. Obviously that boat's going nowhere now, but we don't need it anymore. Hear the rain. A little bit slow trying to paddle through the wet sand. Actually faster swimming. Here we go. I'm not sure how I lost that money, because that one was really quick. Never mind, it's only $300. So it's $3,000 per boat delivery. And again, if you're doing all three people doing these deliveries together, it's going to be really quick. There are a couple of deliveries you do where you would benefit by having 4 people, where you get motorbikes. Again, it's totally doable solo, it's quicker to have more people doing it. So if you can get 4 into your MT business when you're doing a sale, you're guaranteed to do it quickly. The sea's starting to get a little bit calmer. I think the storm is over. And weather effects can definitely affect these missions where you've got a lot of driving or flying to do. I've had occasions flying planes in complete blackout mist, or even snowstorms, which you get that over the Christmas period when they do snow. And it's very difficult flying a plane when you've got to stay close to the ground and not hit things when you can't see them. So weather effects definitely affect how easy these sales missions go. Yeah, sun's coming out. Beautiful. Sun after rain. There's the last drop point. It is 5 PM in the game. And this drop pattern, kind of a Z, clearly, if they were all stretched out along the coast from one to another, then it might take a little bit longer to get back by boat, but it's really not worth switching to another vehicle for this set of drops. There we go, 10 minutes gone, and 2 boats already emptied. I'm heading back to that gap where their headland is, and then there's a little dip. That's going to be the closest place to get back to the next boat. I could actually just drive around the headland as well, or drive around and get to the boat. Yay, I win. Okay. A few people turned up now on the beach. Now that the rain's gone away, the weather's improved. Still got to trudge through this wet sand. And you see, running on the drier sand that's above the high tide level, a little bit quicker. There aren't actually tides in this game. It's one of those things I wish they would add in. But you see, the waves here right next to the beach are not really realistic. Waves don't just calmly, or water doesn't just calmly sit by the beach like that. And since I'm doing this solo, when I do my last drop, my 5th drop, I'm going to go back to one of my bases using the heist call-in, so that I will not be out of doors when the mission finishes, and I won't get a business attack. And I can then run down to my next business by myself, go in there, log in. So I never, or as little as possible, stay out in the open as an MC president, because I don't want those business battles to occur, or business attacks. Most of them are very easy to deal with. One, you can actually lose some product, which can be annoying. There's Mount Chumash, and then it's Mount Gordo in front of us. Paleto is that village up on the cliffs. Of course, one of the benefits of these boat sails is they're way out from where people might want to mess with you, so if you were sailing in a crowded lobby, most people aren't going to bother or even be able to come and deal with attacking you or interfering with your sail. I've had the airplanes one, which are right on the beach, not too far from the pier, and someone came along and blew up my planes. Nice of them. This will be the 5th drop, 15th drop of the lot. And we're almost going to be exactly 15 minutes into the recording, so including the startup time, 15 minutes for this whole mission. Less than. Okay, and then I pull up my phone. Continue heist, and this will take me back to my base. The extra money there, you see, 437,000 whatever. That money included the bonus I got, not from having other people, but from having the delivery bonus of nearly 3,000 per sail, per boat. $420,000, I should say. So that was about 420 something thousand. There we go. So I now disband my MC. They always put a mask on you when you're in the boats. I prefer not to have a mask on. Come out of this, and I'm ready to go to my next location. So I'll stop there and go and see if there's another sail to do.